Alright folks, welcome into our postseason conference. This will be the last time I have to talk to you assholes for a while. So obviously we went 0-12. Obviously it was horrific to watch, but we did have two games that were very close. So I just want to commend the team for that. We shouldn't have been in any games this year, but we tried our best and we didn't succeed. Obviously we got two new quarterbacks coming in, a lot of new talent. We got two quarterbacks that are going to be battling for the top spot, going to be looking at running more of a pro-style offense, I think. But we have a running back, we have a new entire offensive line. There's going to be a lot of new here, but there are going to be guys from this team last season, the walk-ons, that will for sure be getting a lot of playing time because they've earned it. Guys like Alex Neal, and a lot of our receiving core will still be the same guys. Got a whole new linebacking core on defense, some new guys in the secondary. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to see a national championship, a conference championship, but there's going to be a substantial difference. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So I guess I'll open it up for a couple questions or stupid comments.
Twitter from Thundering Hero 36. He says, "God damn, this team is awful. They're even worse than the 1970 Young Thundering Herd." And that's saying something.
Yeah, that's actually a fair statement. They did win some games. Thundering Hero, you said? You sure that's not Thundering Herd? I don't know. Either way, this person, we're going to find out who it is. Thundering Hero, we're coming after you specifically. And you will not be coming to any games ever. You knew what this was, and you've actually sat through some worse thrashing, so you know what? Get the hell out and never come back. We don't need your ass in our fan base.
And we got another Twitter comment. They said, "This team is ass, this coach is garbage, and if this is all that we're going to put on the field and all we can hire as a head coach, we need to just give up."
Now, I don't know if this dipshit that made that comment knows, but I get paid basically in peanuts and McDonald's, so I don't actually get a salary. They just let me go eat some chicken nuggets, and that's it. Obviously, no coach in the country wanted to come in and take this job, so they just had to scrape the bottom of the barrel and get me. But like I said, we're looking at an improvement, so f*** off.
Coach, who do you think is going to be an impact player next season?
Well, I think we got a lot of guys. There's so much new faces on this team. A guy like Carlos Jackson at wide receiver, a JUCO transfer. I think he's going to be an immediate impact, and I think he's going to flourish in this offense, and is going to be... You're going to need to look out for him. And defensively, I think Scotty Watkins is going to be one of our staples on the back end. Although the bad thing is he'll probably need to take about 15 smoke breaks during the game, so we're going to have to find something to figure that one out. But yeah, besides that, I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. I hope everybody else is too. Go Herd. And the fans that are criticizing, that's understandable because we've played like ass, but go f*** yourself. How about that? Alright folks, welcome back to the Marshall Football Walk-On Dynasty. Today we're doing all of our off-season activities. Draft results, that is hilarious actually because we don't even have any seniors or players that honestly could start on a Division I football team. Transfer requests, look at what we got here. Now obviously none of these guys can play this year, but after redshirting, they're going to be incredibly talented. The guy from Kentucky, middle linebacker, is 70 overall. Here's a quick look at his stats. Decent speed for a middle linebacker. He could be a really good user. 82 tackle is great. Good recognition, block shedding, all that. Jason Sanchez, wide receiver from ODU, 65 overall. Really good speed and excel. Catching is not necessarily there, but that's not something that really worries me. And Jovan Austin from Tennessee, a 69 overall wide receiver. Again, he's got decent speed. Nothing really jumps off the page at you, but he'll be a good one. I think a nice solid possession receiver for us. So here's a look what we're doing in our off-season recruiting, our 10,000 points. Johnny Scott is a JUCO defensive end, but he's really good, so we're putting 5K on him. Sean Bailey, 3K, we could use a D tackle. And the center, Marquise Bailey. I was thinking going Ron Griffin, but with that tight of a battle with WKU, I don't think our points would be wisely spent there. Yeah, we don't have a center, so we could use Marquise as well. And taking a look here, everything went according to plan. We got Johnny Scott the JUCO, Sean Bailey the defensive tackle, and our center of the future, Marquise. And I almost forgot to take a look at the season stats for us. Evan Russell with 1,800, almost 1,900 yards, 9 touchdowns to 20 interceptions. That is awful. Quarterback led us with rushing yards. Really, you know we didn't do anything rushing. Our running back Townsend had 141 yards, and Terry Rich had 126, so really not too much to speak of. Our fullback did really good though with a 6 average, and Evan got 7 touchdowns, nice. Taking a look receiving-wise, definitely I think our best player on offense, Billy Dixon, our tight end, 416 yards and a touchdown. Antoine Powers got 3 touchdowns, Tolbert Vincent as well. Everyone was really in the mix. Steve Doyle got one, but not a ton of great things here, but you know, people chipping in where they fit in. And taking a look at defense, Alex Neal, he deserves that star under him because he's 46 overall, and he had almost 80 tackles total, 12 TFLs, 2.5 sacks. A really good year from Alex Neal. All the linebackers doing some work. Mickey Grant with 6 TFLs. In terms of TFL leaders, Jerome Hagan, our left end, had 14 and 3.5 sacks. How did that not get him some kind of recognition in the world? Alex Neal with 12, Travis Martin with 11, and really everyone else just chipping in. Our defense was not phenomenal. Interceptions-wise, Vincent Washington got one, Leonard McBride got one, and Travis Rogers. Marcus Stone, the corner, with 8 pass deflections. He was very active this year. Darius Sutton came on towards the end, and everyone else just doing their thing. And taking a look for position changes, our one athlete, 75 overall, 92 speed, 89 XL. I believe our consensus was he's a good corner, 78 pursuit. Play rec 78, man coverage 79, 84 zone coverage press. Yeah, this man is CB1. What's actually interesting is he's actually good at strong safety, but I think we honestly need him at corner even though he's a 75. Let me know if this is a good move. I'm not sure, but I think he's the best fit at corner because we need help there desperately. And our favorite time of the year, training results, everyone taking steroids and injections. And obviously these top guys are our transfers who we cannot use. I'll kind of quickly take you guys through this here, but Brandon Brooks is actually a 49 overall along with Evan Russell. I still think that Evan is going to stay as our QB3 once we get our new quarterbacks in, and his throw accuracy is up a little bit. Power could be up, but I understand. In terms of our running backs, Terry Rich will probably be staying as RB2, up to 53 overall. Todd Daniel, the monster fullback, unfortunately he'll be a backup, but I still want to get him involved. And here's all our guys, Robbie Rogers up to a 54, Tolbert, Powers, Doyle, all the usual suspects from last season. Billy Dixon goes up to 49 overall. I did not realize he was that slow, but this dude is a monster out there receiving. Quickly, I'll take you through the line and I'll kind of just let y'all peruse. Raymond Pruitt, wow, up to a 53, okay. So we'll have a little bit of depth. Antoine White and Glenn Johnson up to 50s. We do got some recruits coming in though. Alex Neal goes up to 49 overall. Okay. Corners Travis Rogers and Marcus Stone go up to 52 overall. That's good to see. We did get some corners in recruiting obviously, but it's good to see they're all going up. McBride up to a 53. Nice. Be honest, I got no clue who Ronald Davis is. Alright, so we'll take a look at our depth chart. Lauren Davis is going to come in and be our starting quarterback. He was our pretty much guy we consensus wanted to get at quarterback, backed up by Seth Jones. Running back is going to be Jampy. He was our only running back recruit we really went after. He's going to be an immediate upgrade, and Townsend will back him up. Fullback, Don Wilson, obviously. And in terms of receiver, we got Carlos Jackson, the JUCO. He's going to be our pretty much #1 target, and it's the cast from last year as well, so I think these guys are all going to show up. Tight end Vince Randall, the one tight end we wanted, he'll be our #1 guy. And quickly, I'll just go through the offensive line. Clifton Gant, you remember him. Eric Robinson is going to back up pretty much every position. Chris Banks, Marcus Bailey, we got him. Travis Patterson, right guard. And right tackle is actually a JUCO as well, but he is a god. Jerome Hagan, actually one walk-on that will keep starting. And Johnny Scott, he's the right end, another JUCO that we wanted. And Travis Martin as well. DT Sean Bailey, the one recruit we got, and then Antoine White and Glenn Johnson will be in there as well. Chris Banks, obviously left linebacker, and Alex Neal, my favorite player on the walk-on team last year, will pretty much back up every linebacker position. Pat Williams will be the starter, and Nate DeLoach is going to be our starting right linebacker. And Mickey Grant was another walk-on that is going to be kind of in the mix. He'll be the #3 guy at every position. And at corner, we got Marcus Hopkins, who's a step above everybody else. And again, it's the crew from last year, Travis Rogers and the walk-ons. Free safety will be Leonard McBride. He was the starter last year. Roddy Watkins obviously will be our best safety, probably be the leader in the secondary. Kick returner and punt returner will be Marcus Hopkins, our corner, because he's got the best speed and excel. And lastly, here is a look at our schedule for this upcoming season. I am going to start out with an FCS Division II opponent, obviously, to hopefully get a win, but to build our confidence, I don't want to start out right out of the gate getting blown out. And we follow that up going to number 6 Iowa. That's going to be a test for us. And we obviously have all the conference games we'll play. And towards the end of the year, I have number 23 Pitt. We'll see if they're still there towards the end of the season. But generally, the schedule is what it is. So yeah, thank you for watching this off-season video. I know it's a lot of, minute details and stuff that everyone's kind of like, whatever. But it's definitely necessary to kind of get a gauge on where the season's headed. And I think we actually have a team that can assemble some wins. I don't know how many wins, but I think I have a stipulation for this season. I think if we win 6 games and become bowl eligible, we will be allowed 4 3-star players. And if we win the bowl game, we'll make it a 5th 3-star player. I think that would be a nice reward for us and a nice goal to shoot for. Again, I don't know if we can get there, but we're going to give it a shot. So yeah, obviously next episode we'll start season 2 and we'll let the fun begin. Hopefully I don't have to answer as many terrible questions. Hopefully the media eases up on me this year and I don't have to defend myself about my poor salary and my coaching decision. Yeah, that's all I got for this one. Everybody just try to enjoy yourselves, I guess. And yeah, have a good day.